Good morning, Stephen. Such a quite historic day, and now there is the nod of the court to give the Senate the leeway to proceed with the second leg of Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment.
Well, the Deputy President clearly, in all indications, have been rejected by the courts. All his bid falling flat. Will he be rejected right in these chambers? Because today, starting today until tomorrow, Thursday, the Senate of Kenya will be sitting as a quasi-judicial chamber conducting a pre-trial of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua impeachment motion that was passed by the National Assembly last week. What essentially is going on right now is what we will call a pre-trial hearing, that is a closed-door session by the 67 senators who are just trying to lay down the rules of procedure, the rules of conducting this particular hearing, which to Parliament is very historic, the first of its nature since the inauguration of the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution, the current Constitution that we are in right now. What then follows is from 10 to about 11, there will be the reading of the charges that have been put across, or the accusers have brought to the Senate, and thereafter the clerk of the Senate, Jeremiah Nyegenye, will be putting the question to the Deputy President to plead guilty or not guilty to all the charges that will have been brought to the Senate. We saw the other time that there has been a lot of, what you will call, bundles and bundles in what I usually call as acres of evidence that have been brought by the National Assembly side as well as the Deputy President's legal team. We saw the other day two pickups full of boxes in what we came to learn to be the bundles of copies being brought to all the 67 senators. I remember the senators also given how this matter will be conducted in terms of what each party will be getting. There will be 5 hours of marathon submission of evidence, but inside the 5 hours, the Deputy President side has 2 hours to cross-examine his accusers. Remember, his accuser today and tomorrow will be Mwengi Mutuse, the Member of Parliament for Kibwezi West constituency, who from the National Assembly side will be accompanied by members of the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, including its chair, George Murugara, as well as Otiende Amolo, the Member of Parliament for Arieda, Peter Kaluma, the Member of Parliament for Homa Bay Town, as well as John Makali, the Member of Parliament for Kandui. They will all be here. We've seen the legal team that will be representing the National Assembly just cross over to the Presidents of Parliament. That is Paul Nyamodi. We've seen Peter Wanyama all making their way inside there. But remember, this is a marathon hearing because by tomorrow, 8 o'clock, the 67 senators will be required to take a vote. And that is, they will be required to raise 2/3 for the Deputy President to stand impeached. We will be, of course, bringing you back-to-back, wall-to-wall coverage from the Senate side of Parliament. But we are aware that the Deputy President, anytime now, will be walking or driving into this, and we can see. I want to hand over to Emmanuel To or Emmanuel Olatenges, who is ready on the other end. Emmanuel To is ready to just tell us what is the feeling like on the other end. Is the Deputy President coming by foot or is he driving? We have seen cars there already.
Definitely, this is the Deputy President now arriving. He's coming for these live proceedings. Remember, the Senate is supposed to begin the process of considering that motion by the National Assembly anytime from 10 a.m. and that is when Gachagua himself will be expected to take the dock and, of course, defend himself in that hearing. And, of course, we want to just move closer to where the activities are taking place. He's being received by some of the staff from the National Assembly, and he is accompanied by his lawyers, a team of lawyers who are also going to be defending him and assisting him in this process. Remember, it is a marathon process, as Stephen Leto had already mentioned, and we expect that this will be a culmination of a very busy day. Remember, the Senate or the National Assembly has already made a proposal or a motion that is seeking to have a sitting on Friday to consider what they call priority business. And this could mean, depending on the outcome of this vote or what is going to happen today and tomorrow, then we expect that there could be a sitting to consider a name, possibly a name that will be taking over that position as Deputy President if Gachagua is removed from office, of course. And this has been a busy point of entrance into the Senate chambers because we've seen lawyers, we've seen the members of the Senate who are going to be judges in this matter also taking their positions, ensuring that they are here. There's a closed door session that is going to end in a few minutes, probably about 10 to 15 minutes. And we just want to expect and, of course, wait to see what that verdict will be after that process. And, of course, just to have my colleagues, Melito Letenges, just say something about the security situation that we have had here since morning.
All right, Emmanuel To, as you've rightly put it, of course, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, is standing right at the edge of a precipice, staring at a political abyss if the impeachment motion is passed by the Senate. And, of course, you can see just how the security situation here has been bolstered straight from the gates here at the Senate, where we've had members of the Senate, or other senators, accessing the main chamber where the pretrial hearing will be going on. Security has been bolstered. We've seen that security officials or security personnel are not leaving anything to chance and ensuring that everything is checked properly. And this is not just here at the gates, but also outside and right on Parliament Road, City Hall Way, and even on Harambee Annex. We've seen security has been bolstered, and this is in line, of course, with the impeachment proceedings that are expected to take place any time from now. And of course, as Stephen Leto mentioned, procedures are being laid out as we speak in the pre-trial hearing, and of course afterwards we'll see the introductions being done of the senators, National Assembly representatives, just to know how they will proceed going forward. But remember, this comes against a backdrop of what has been a very, very intense season for the Deputy President, lodging different applications in the courts. All of them have been dealt a blow, the latest one being today in the morning, and that goes to show that even as he is putting a very spirited fight, he has come against all odds, and very unfortunate for him even as he now goes in to have the discussion. But from here, right outside the Senate buildings, we will now